Here are 3 things that absolutely exploded my fix and flip business. I've been in the fix and flip business for 7 years, 6.5, almost 7 years now. We've flipped over 400 houses, and we have over 100 plus rental properties, all here in Long Island, New York, which I would argue is the most, if not one of the most difficult markets in the country. So how did I do it? Here are 3 simple points of things that I did that essentially exploded my business. So first and foremost, at the beginning, when I first got into it, networking. You have absolutely no money, but you have a lot of time when you start any business. I got out there 3, 4, even 5 days a week, went to all different types of networking groups to meet people, to tell them, hey, my name's Charles, I'm starting this fix and flip business. What are you doing? This is my goals and aspirations and dreams. What are your goals and aspirations and dreams? And essentially, you try to really help each other achieve your goals, introduce different people. I took every single meeting. I went out there constantly all the time. If you're someone that's in the fix and flip industry, this is super, super easy because all you have to do essentially is hang out with realtors. They have tons of real estate events. They happen all the time. You can go down, you could present to different brokerages, different offices, explain to them how to better work with investors, because you give realtors a way to make money and a way to put a different tool in their tool belt to monetize different types of deals. So that's important. You go out there, constantly meet people. Another thing I did when networking was I would get their information. I would go on social media. At the time when I was originally doing this, Facebook was very big. This is pre-Instagram, pre-Instagram being huge. And I would follow them on Facebook and I would weave my way into their life in a non-creepy way. So I would meet them in person, they'd see the face, we'd have a connection, and then through a digital means like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I would continue that relationship to be in front of them on a day-to-day basis. So when they did get that crappy property, I was right there in their face and they knew to call me. The second thing I did was paying for marketing. Networking is great because it supplies a steady flow of business that's essentially free. Again, it costs you a lot of time, but it doesn't cost you any money. But the thing that a lot of people don't do is, as soon as you start making money with your network, they don't start building systems and paying for marketing. And that's really where things start to explode. Once you start paying for SEO, PPC, direct mail, social media ads, TV, etc., all of these things drive a tremendous amount of business. But before you do that, again, it's very important to put certain systems in place so that you can quantify and you can monitor where you're spending the money. But you're essentially gonna have to commit and say, you know what, I'm going all in on these 3 different verticals. Don't try to do everything all at once because it's just too overwhelming. But pick 1, 2, or 3 different verticals and go all in. If it means that you're gonna make half as much this year in order to make 3 times as much the next year, then that's what you have to do. But a lot of people aren't willing to take the short-term sacrifice for the long-term gain. And last but not least, you have to hire the right people. Once you've built the network, you start making money, you put that money into marketing and systems, start bringing in a lot more business. At that point, you really need to hire the right people to help run your business because you can't do it all alone. If the phone is ringing off the hook and you have deals coming in everywhere, but you can't get someone to go out and look at them, you can't get someone to go and make an offer, you can't get someone to raise the money to do the deals, to handle the construction, to manage everything, to list the property, to sell it, all of those things, then you pretty much have nothing. And there's a lot of businesses that have essentially gone down and exploded because they grew too fast without the right infrastructure. So again, when you have nothing but time and no money, get out there 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week, make a list, be diligent about it, be consistent about it. I promise it's gonna work. When you start making money, start spending it on real marketing, digital marketing, direct mail, all of those things, providing it makes sense. Just make sure that you quantify it and know exactly where your money's going, what kind of result it's yielding. And number 3, hire the right people. Super, super important. These things in this order have literally exploded my business to being the top fix and flip investor in New York, like I said, in one of the toughest, if not the toughest market in the country.